Hey guys, we're back at it again,
Central Podcast Entertainment.
and hence the name Central Podcast Entertainment. Since we not only do wrestling, we do anything movies or entertainment related, and that's exactly what we're doing today. We're going, well, no pun intended, I guess. We're going rogue on this one.
Yes, because this episode is a wrestling free episode, possibly.
Yeah, pretty much because Roadblock is coming tonight. I think Roadblock is tonight, and screw that. I ain't watching that shit. It is not worthy of me wasting my time watching that. Everything on that show is just a Raw rematch or whatever rematch. It's pretty much a 3 hour Raw, except it's on the WWE Network.
Yes,
So
until the Royal Rumble. So see you next year, Mike. Well,
yep.
you'll still watch SmackDown, of course.
Well, yeah, but I'll definitely watch Royal Rumble. That that's one of my favorite pay per views. I'm always gonna watch that. So
No doubt.
anyways, so this is a wrestle free video. Instead I'm going to review Star Wars Rogue One, and yeah, and I've already seen this movie. This came out this weekend. I've already seen it twice now. Like two days in a row, I've seen Rogue One, Friday and Saturday. It
Now you're gonna see it a third time this week.
Yep, yeah, because it's been so overwhelming ever since it's been coming out. People have been inviting me to go see it, so I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll go see
But
it many times. And
by the way, you
after
huh?
this, and after viewing it the first time, it's definitely worth seeing more than once. And why? Well, I will give an in-depth review right now, and don't worry, this is spoiler free.
Wait, you are going in depth, or you're not going to?
I'm going in depth, but not like I'm not gonna. Obviously this is spoiler free. I'm not gonna say like exactly what happens in the movie.
Okay, Mike. Well, okay. Well, just to throw this out there, but does this ever happen to you where you speak to someone, or you read someone's comment about someone talking about a movie that they saw, and like, oh, by the way, yeah, by the way, such and such person gets this attire or goes on the street. Wait, that's a spoiler, but that's
It's like
what happens in the
that.
movie.
Like I don't care about that. You could spoil that. Like what they're wearing. Like spoil what they're wearing. I don't care what they're wearing. Like it's fine by me. But just like major plot details and stuff, I don't want
Yeah,
to
don't give away any
that
of
I don't
that.
want to be spoiled of. So I'm not gonna say any major plot details from that movie.
Ah.
So let's get going with this review. So this is again spoiler free. Anyone that hasn't seen it that is watching this, you're safe. I'm not gonna say anything what happens. I'm just gonna give a review, a spoiler free review.
By the way, what
And
does this rank when it comes to war movies?
what? Wait, what?
Where does this rank when it comes to war movies you have seen?
I mean, it doesn't rank up there with war movies. I mean, it definitely shows. It definitely like has a lot of elements of war movies, and it like showing like Star Wars as if it was like World War II or Vietnam or well, it looked like World War
So,
II in a way.
so it looks like a war movie. It sounds like a war movie, but it's not a war movie.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's Star Wars. I mean, the name is that it has the name wars in it, so you got to have battles or wars in it.
But this doesn't. Well, of course, this doesn't rank with movies like Saving Private Ryan or
Oh no,
Schindler's List.
no. That doesn't rank. That doesn't measure up to anything because I don't consider it that type of war movie. I mean it has like war movie elements. I don't think it's like a war movie in the same rank as any one of those war movies. Saving Private Ryan, Platoon, uh, We Were Soldiers, like all those movies. I don't think that's like it's not even in the same category.
All right
To
then.
me, it'll
All
always
right.
be Star Wars. It'll never be any of those kind of movies.
Okay.
So, anyways, here we go. The so from the beginning, I'm gonna start from the beginning, and first of all, let me just say, like, was this? I'll say this. This I successfully went into this movie with a little amount of expectations. I did not expect too much out of this movie, and to a degree, it worked because I didn't expect too much out of the ending or a lot of the scenes, but and it worked, and it got me interested. But I mean, was this a flawless Star Wars movie? No,
No.
there are some things I did not like about this. So let me just get right into that first, because most of that was in the beginning. So the beginning, I don't know if like people want to be spoiled of this because they already heard rumors that this
Spoiled?
happened.
No, no, no. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear
It's not really a plot detail. It's not like it has nothing to do with what happens in the story. It's just I think I mentioned before about the title crawl.
Oh yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah, the title. Yeah, that I actually didn't think they were actually gonna not have that in the movie, but
It's not the same.
but unfortunately that was true, and they did not have that in the opening.
Oh, no crawl. Okay.
Yep, no, I didn't
Oh,
want to think it
I'm
was
fine
true.
with it because
I thought it was some kind of silly rumor, but unfortunately that was the truth.
but it's not a Star Wars episode movie. It's a spin-off, so it doesn't necessarily work the same way.
I know, but it's still Star Wars, so you still have to have that. You still got to remind them that this is a Star Wars movie. This is not like anything else.
The title tells it that it's a Star Wars movie, not the crawl.
But I mean, that's trademark of a Star Wars movie. That's how you tell it's a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
But anyways, that wasn't a big issue. That wasn't like
That's just a small nitpick.
yeah. That to me it was kind of like well that kind of disappointed me a little, but I passed on that. I could easily get over that somehow. I don't know how I did, but yeah, in the beginning it didn't go. It really kind of lost me there in the beginning because it was just getting very choppy, and it was like switching from
What?
planet to planet to planet. It was like
Well, was it slow?
What?
Was it slow?
Yeah, the flow
I
didn't
said
seem
slow. Slow.
the what?
I said slow.
Oh, I thought you said the flow of the movie.
No.
Oh no, it wasn't slow. No, I'm not saying choppy like slow. I mean like things were moving. Like it was just like too many things going on. There was like they were introducing characters, and then like I don't know, there wasn't enough time to process a lot of what was going on. They were switching from planet to planet. There was like random planets we haven't really heard of, and then like there was no really like it was just switching a lot. So it was hard to keep up with what was going on, and it was kind of like losing me there. I was kind of losing interest a little. I was like, well, how's this gonna go? Like, but then once the plot like started, things started to things started to get interesting. Things were starting to like move better.
Okay, because when you said earlier, I was thinking, wait a minute. So it's like Inception, except worse, where it's hard to pay attention to what's going on.
No, it's just the way it was moving, or the flow of the movie, or the like how it was pacing in the beginning. Like
All right,
how it just paced was, I don't know. I didn't think it was well paced from the beginning, but then later on in the middle, it got better. Um, I didn't like Forrest Whitaker's character. To be honest, I didn't think he was that needed. I mean, they try to make him as if he was important to the main character and everything, but I don't know. I wasn't with his whole character. It there was one particular scene of like an interrogation scene that he did with an Imperial stormtrooper, or not stormtrooper, Imperial pilot, and I don't know, that just didn't work. That just didn't work for me. I thought that wasn't needed either. Um, but and I didn't really like the lead. I didn't like the male lead too much. I don't know. Didn't really I don't know how to say the word. Didn't really connect with me. It didn't really resonate with me with that character. I didn't really get too invested in Diego Luna's character too much. But I did like the female lead, Felicity Jones. I thought she did a good job with her character and how she acted. Not the best, but she did really well. Um, but I mean, not to discredit any of the actors. I thought all of them did their part and did their part well. Um,
Cool.
and then that was kind of all the flaws there. Now we get to the good stuff, and the characters. Here's a lot of the good stuff I liked. It was the visuals and how it was shot. I thought was amazing.
I haven't added.
I thought how they shot it and how like the visuals of it were amazing. I think the score, it's not the score wasn't the typical Star Wars score. It wasn't scored by John Williams, who usually does the music score for Star Wars, but it was fine. I had no problem with the music they were using. Um, I loved how they had cameos of character cameos from the original movie. Well, more specifically, the fourth movie, character cameos from that movie. Obviously, I'm not going to say who they were. I mean, obviously, we know the one person from the original trilogy that's in it, and that's Darth Vader, because we've all seen the trailer from that. But everyone else, I'm not going to really give away. I'll leave that to when everybody sees the movie, or when Neo sees the movie too. Which they were all it was all good, but what I really wanted to get to was the ending. Oh man, I mean, I'm not gonna say how it ended or what happened in the ending, obviously,
It was just interesting.
but oh man, and I thought about it long and hard, and I have to say, like, I've only come to one conclusion from this ending.
Don't tell me what it is.
No, I'm not gonna say what happened. I'm not gonna say how it ended.
I mean, don't even tell me your conclusion.
But it's not even gonna spoil anything.
Okay.
Just to say, this was probably, if not the most epic Star Wars ending you will ever see in a Star Wars movie.
I can't wait to see it now. You're kind of raising my expectations just a little bit.
I'm telling you, if you haven't seen this movie, I think, well, the ending of this movie, I thought, oh my god, it really made you get that Star Wars bug, like, really, that Star Wars bug, like, just bites you when you watch that ending, or after that whole thing, after the whole movie ends, because it was just amazing. How it was done was amazing, and it just sets up the story so perfectly for like how it all began.
Well, I have to wait 5 more days, so I'll let you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, what else was it? Oh yeah, the battle, definitely the ending battle The final battle was really amazing too. I thought that was perfectly well done. I'll tell you, man, there was nothing like that ending. I thought, I still get, seeing it the second time, I still got goosebumps from it. It was crazy. It was a crazy ending. And yeah, the movie overall, like, I'm still debating though if this was better than last year's Star Wars, than Force Awakens. I'm really debating that. And
How so?
like, because like for the most part, I am leaning towards that it was better than seven. For the most part, I'm not 100% sure on that, but it got me hyped. I tell you that there's no other words to describe it. It was just that good. I mean, it wasn't the most perfect Star Wars. There were obviously, like I said, there were flaws like those. But the ending to that movie was really, really amazing, and I thought it was perfectly well done, and wasn't the most well written, but it was really good.
Uh-huh.
Um, but yeah, yeah, you know, I guess it does work. Not going in with high expectations and not expecting too much out of the rest of the movie.
Well, what about when we saw wrestling? Well, what about when we saw Triple H versus The Undertaker at 27?
Oh, I didn't have that much high expectations for it. I remember that.
Okay, what about 25 with Taker Michaels 1?
Yeah, I didn't have that much high expectations either.
Even though you already know that this is a big deal right here, but you did not have much expectation for it. Wow.
I don't know. I mean, I knew it was a big deal, but I didn't think it was that. I didn't think it was that big. I didn't think it was to the point
Okay.
where you had major, major high expectations.
Okay then.
I don't know. That was just me. I think it was more focused on like other matches than that, to be honest.
You were more focused on other matches besides Taker Michaels 1. I am a bit baffled.
Well, at that time, yeah, at that time, I
What could possibly be better than Taker versus
I don't
versus
know. I don't know.
Michael?
We're going off topic and talking about wrestling. We got to stick with this. So
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
so uh so yeah, this was really good. I definitely recommend this Star Wars, this movie. I thought they really outdid themselves, and also too, I didn't get that much high expectations because this was the same director as Godzilla. I mean, Godzilla was good.
It
It just
was
was,
all right
yeah, it was all right. It just wasn't all that exciting when I was
because
watching
it
it.
wasn't actually a Godzilla movie.
Yeah, it wasn't all that exciting when I was watching it. But and this was the same director as Godzilla, that directed this movie. So that's why I didn't have that much high expectations. But I think he outdid himself here. I think he
Nope.
I think for me he redeemed himself here with this movie.
Oh, most certainly. But okay, how about this one when it comes to for Kong Skull Island? Since I'm sure that will be a success.
Um, well, yeah, I'm sure financially it will do great, and box office wise it'll do great. The story wise though, I don't know, and I forgot who's directing it.
No, it's still Garrett. No, it's Gareth Evans.
Oh, it's still get. Oh, it's still.
Edwards.
Oh, it's still him, Gareth Edwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope he does a better job with that.
But did you see the second trailer though?
When did that come out?
The second
Oh wait.
trailer
Oh no
for
no no
Comic-Con.
wait. Yeah no. I have. I've seen it.
Okay. And what were your thoughts on that?
It was interesting. Didn't pique my interest too much, but I didn't mind it.
Enlighten me.
I don't know how else to say it. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it that much. I mean, it was kind of off with like John C. Reilly's character like being in the movie, and I don't know. It took
I mean, which one's him again? Oh wait, never mind. The guy from Wreck-It Ralph and Step Brothers.
Yep. He I don't know. Like I feel like there was a lot of comedic relief in that trailer, which wasn't really I don't think was the right tone that they should have gone with it.
I need to see that trailer again.
I don't know. I haven't watched it in like a few weeks or like since it came out, and I didn't watch it that much. I think I only saw it like once or twice.
Yes, but for me, well, okay. Before I even talk about the second trailer, the first one just kind of set out the events that was going to occur when you actually saw the movie, and it actually made Kong look like the heel instead of actual humans. In a sense, and just the way, the tone, the feel of the trailer really got me hyped up for it. Once we got to the second trailer, this seemed kind of a little bit more mellow, more relaxed in a sense where I kind of give away most of what the movie is all about and what's going to go down, basically. Although we don't know what the final conclusion will be, though. Despite it, although it will be a setup to the Godzilla King Kong movie coming out in 2020.
Well, I mean, obviously that's inevitable. There's no doubt about it. I don't know if they're going with the original story of like. I think they're going with the original story of like them bringing Kong to the city, and then that whole fiasco where he's climbing up the Empire State Building with the girl. Like, I don't know if that they're doing that whole story.
But we don't know what the case is right now. We don't know what the case is right now. So
because like they already did that.
Up in the air.
Because they already did that like more recently in 2006. That with that movie.
You mean 2005?
Was it 2000? I thought it was 2006.
I believe it to be 2005, but I could be wrong.
It was around there. It was around that time period.
Yes, pretty much so. Aside from that, we already had a discussion about a number of movies we're excited to see next year.
Yeah, we've already said that, and I guess we'll talk about more when we review 2016 and kind of do predictions for 2017 with movies, with like what we could be excited for or what we're mostly looking forward to for 2017.
Okay, well, at least try to predict this. What do you think is going to be the best-selling movie of all the movies that you're interested in seeing?
What's the most what?
What do you think is going to be the best one for you? And then tell me what you think is going to be the best one for you when it comes to how much money they're going to make when it comes to being a big success.
It'll probably be either like Spider-Man or Justice League.
Yeah, I'm just not. Well, okay. Well, I'll talk to you about that in a moment. But like, for me, I'd say either Guardians 2 or Lego Batman movie. I'm gonna enjoy the most for 2017. But what's gonna be the most?
I think same too. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I'll be definitely excited for.
Yeah, but when it comes to
it looks great.
But no doubt, Star Wars Episode 8 next year is gonna be the most successful movie of the year, no doubt.
Oh yeah, I
from what
can't.
how
I can't wait for when that comes out. When
yeah, I
episode
can't
8
wait to
comes
see
out.
Mark Hamill on screen again.
Yeah, and we'll get to hear him talk this time.
Yes.
But yeah. Speaking on that note, yeah, Star Wars Rogue One. I'd probably give it 8 out of 10. Solid eight
Wait,
out of
what'd you
ten.
get Force Awakens?
What?
What'd you get Force Awakens?
Probably the same rating, I think.
Okay. Wait, and what is Rogue One? No. Is Force Awakens basically the Fuller House of Star Wars?
To compare it to Full House is kind of weird in itself.
I said Fuller House.
Yeah,
not Full
no,
House.
but it's still Full House. Whether it's Fuller House or Full House, it's still Full House. I don't know.
Okay, then what's
To kind of compare it to Full House is kind of weird.
besides the fact that these are two different genres?
Well, yeah, and that one's a sitcom TV show, and one's like the biggest sci-fi franchise in movie history.
Yes, but basically, when you look at both, when you look at it side by side, you basically have this for episode for Force Awakens. You had nostalgic characters come back for not for one more role, but just for the most part, just having these moments with the new characters that are going to take on the lead for the next 2 episodes, just like what they did in Fuller House.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, no, it kind of really does too. Where I mean, I haven't watched Fuller House in a while. I've only watched like a few episodes, and then I was kind of like, well, it's not really the same. It doesn't really get me the same as it used to do. I don't know.
Oh, how so?
I don't know. It just didn't really connect with me the way it used to be when I originally watched Full House. Maybe it's just like not being interested in Full House anymore like I used to. I don't know. It just didn't.
From what I thought you were talking about Star Wars.
Oh no. Well, you mentioned Full House, so.
Okay.
But no, Star Wars, like when Force Awakens came out, it definitely like got me back into like being a Star Wars fan again. And Rogue One only legitimizes me still being a Star Wars fan. So
Sure.
Rogue One still obviously still keeps me a Star Wars fan.